Yo, YouTube fam, how y'all doing? TM Nation, how y'all doing? It's your boy Tech Mo here again, and I'm back with another review and unboxing. Today we're going to take a look at a familiar pair of earbuds to the channel, the Treblab X5s. I did a review and unboxing on the OG Treblab X5s, but these are the 2020 upgraded pair. And I really was a fan of the OG Treblab X5s. In fact, I went through two different pairs. I lost one pair at the airport, and in between moving from Kansas City to here in Atlanta, I lost my other pair. But that being said, when they came out, the OG X5s were in my top 5 list for quite a while. Nonetheless, it's nice to have a brand new pair, and these have some nice upgrades from the OG pair. First, you now have Bluetooth 5.0. The old pair had Bluetooth 4.2. So with these, you'll have a more stable connection because the first pair did suffer from some disconnection issues. The battery life has also got a small bump. You'll now get about 7 hours instead of 6. The price is also cheaper now. You can get the newer pair for $69.97. When I purchased the OGs, they were about 80 bucks. Of course, I'll go over more of the specs a little later on in the video, but let me first unbox them for you so you know what you'll get. Inside of the box, you get everything you would need to get the earbuds up and running. You get your user manual and other documentation. Followed by that, you get a few pair of silicone ear tips, and you also get a few pair of memory foam ear tips and some extra ear fins. Now with these, you still have to charge the case using a micro USB cable. They have not upgraded to USB Type-C yet. So inside of the box, you do get a micro USB cable because that's what's supposed to be there. And then last but not least, inside of the box, you get your earbuds and the charging case. Of course. The charging case itself is made out of a harder plastic material, but it does feel sturdy in the hands. The design is pretty straightforward. All you really have is the Treblab branding on the top and the bottom of the case. And on the front, you have your micro USB charging port and your LED lights for your battery indicator. So if you ever need to know about how much battery is left on the case, just tap the button on the front. It'll show you. One thing that I would have liked to see with the newer pair is wireless charging, but that's still not an option for the newer X5s. When it's time to charge the case, you gotta use a micro USB cable. And as for battery life with the case, you can expect to charge the earbuds about an additional 4 times before you have to charge the case. Moving on to the earbuds, the design is pretty much the same. I don't have an OG pair to compare them with, but the only thing that I can remember being a little bit different is the little ear fins. But other than that, that's the only change that I see in terms of looks. A nice feature with these is you can use either earbud in mono mode. So if you're listening to both earbuds and you want to take one out and put it back in the case, you can do so. The other one will continue playing. That's always a nice feature to have because if you're like me and you always use your earbuds while you're working, sometimes you don't want to have both in, you just want to listen to one. These do have built-in mics so you can take and make voice calls using the earbuds. The older pair was using CVC 6.0. The newer pair has 8.0. So in terms of voice calls, these should be a little bit clearer than the OG pair, but I'll let you guys listen for yourselves. Let's take a listen.
All right, guys. So right now I have the Treblab X5s paired to my Galaxy S10. This is completely unedited audio, so this should give you an idea of how you'll sound if you use these for voice calls.
And as for battery life on a single charge, like I said earlier, you can expect to get about 7 hours on a full charge. And when it's time to charge the earbuds, they fit into the case pretty easily, so you shouldn't have a problem getting them in there securely. There is a little excess room in there, so most of the time I just push them down and make sure that they're in place. But for the most part, once you close the case top, it should fill in that space. Moving on to the controls, each earbud has 2 physical buttons. I think that the playback controls are pretty straightforward, and so far they've been pretty accurate as well. And it's always nice to have full playback controls. You can do volume, track forward and track back, pause and play, hang up calls, pick up calls, pretty much everything. And one thing that I like about the buttons is it doesn't require a lot of pressure for them to pick up your feedback. Some earbuds require a lot of force in order for them to pick up your feedback. That's not the case with the X5s. Moving on to the fit in the ears is great for me. The ear fins keep the earbuds in place pretty well, but keep in mind they're not ear hooks that completely surround your ears. I did exercise with the X5s and they stayed in place pretty well, and they never completely fell out of my ears, but when I became really sweaty, I did have to reposition them. But overall, if you want to use these for exercising, you should be fine. They're lightweight and they don't stick out much. For me, the X5s are pretty comfortable. I've never had an issue wearing them for a few hours. The way that they fit into your ears pushes a lot of the sound down into them. They do get pretty loud though, so at max volume, they will leak some sound. As always, I did do a leakage test for you guys. Let's take a listen. As for water and sweat resistance, these are IPX4 rated. So if you're exercising or working out in the rain, something of that nature, splashes of water or sweat will not harm them. IPX4 does not make them waterproof, so you do not want to submerge them into water. I did submerge them into water just to test it out. When I took them out of the water, let's see what happened. Now moving on to the most important aspect, the audio quality. For the audio quality, these sound good, just like I remember. The highs and mids are crisp and clear. You get a good amount of detail in your music. And something that I'm happy about is you maintain a good amount of that detail even when they're all the way up. They're not perfect, so you will get some distortion when you crank them all the way up, but it's not that bad. And one thing that I kind of forgot about is the bass with the X5s is surprisingly good. I remembered the OG X5s having some good bass, but when I put these into my ears, they kind of surprised me. The bass that the X5s deliver is pretty deep and punchy, and I am pleased with how they sound. Overall, I think the X5s are pretty balanced. The mids may be a little bit more prominent, but overall, they sound good. Alright guys, so for my final word on the newer pair of Treblab X5s, they're still a go. I did kind of forget about these earbuds just because I've been reviewing and unboxing so many over the past couple years. They're not a complete overhaul from the OG X5s, but they do provide some nice upgrades. Bluetooth 5.0, CVC 8.0, and the extra 5 hours total are all welcome features. So all in all guys, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. These are a good value for $70. They are lacking USB Type-C charging and the ability to wirelessly charge the case. But in terms of sound and fit, these are hard to beat at $69.97. I've been saying this in quite a few of my videos. With Treblab, Soundcore, and Soundpeats, you get quite a bit of bang for your buck. So I would advise anybody that's interested in these to pick up a pair. I don't think that you'll be disappointed. But that's it for this video guys. As always, thank you for coming through and watching the video. I really do appreciate all of the support, and it's always nice to see y'all in the comment section. But until next time, y'all be safe, y'all stay positive, and most importantly, have a great day. It's your boy Tech Mo, and I'm out. Peace. If you rock with the channel and your boy Tech Mo, hit that subscribe button and knock that notification bell out so you don't miss any of my uploads. Welcome to TM Nation. Peace.